Happy February. Happy Valentine's Day. It's Darcy Lang. And this month for February, as you now know, my theme for the year is show up. And for this month, I want to talk about showing up for yourself, for loving yourself. And the first video is going to be about training our sweet little brains on how to be positive, because that's a thing. And I can tell you right now that I have done 30 years of personal and professional development to heal the woman in the mirror, all imaginable healing modalities. I have literally tried it all. Every year in my theme, I also incorporate a new healing routine. So for 30 years, I've learned a lot about healing the person in the mirror. And something interesting, that no matter how much I heal, I've done a lot of healing, there's still this 10% part of my brain that is like the meanest girl that's ever lived in your brain. And this 10% part of my brain questions my worthiness, tells me I'm not good enough, reminds me of my past, and triggers past traumas for me. And no matter how hard I've tried to heal it away, there's always just this 10% part of my brain. So I have learned, rather than trying to fight it or numb it, I have learned to accept it. So when a thought, because a thought is only a thought, comes into my brain, and it's a 10% thought, trying to hijack all my other thoughts and my day, I take out this big imaginary magnifying glass, I put it in front of me, and I imagine that it is a shepherd's stick. And that shepherd's stick will take the thought, the 10% thought that comes into my brain, and I will gently guide it over with the shepherd's stick. And I will say, thank you so much for the thought. Appreciate you trying to keep me safe. Appreciate you reminding me of how I used to feel about myself. But for right now, I'm going to move that over. And instead, I'm going to focus here on the 90%, all the sheep playing in the field that are happy, the things I can control, and the things that are great in my life. That ability to take the thoughts and shepherd them over so that I can enter my day in a full, happy way has changed my life. Now, I'm not saying that those sheep don't run away. They still stay hanging out in the other field. So once a week, on a Saturday morning, I get up early before everybody else. I make a beautiful green tea. I sit with my perfect rescue pets, and I let the thoughts come into my mind. And I ask, is this something I do still need healing for? So hopefully that helps you train your sweet little brains to see the 90%.